just have had a little bit of a busy morning. I just dropped Safia off at school. I just got the babies down to sleep, and I am making myself, what was that sound? And I just finished emptying the dishwasher, refilled the dishwasher. Now I'm gonna make myself a little chickpea with avocado, arugula, artichoke salad for lunch. So yeah, actually it's been 2 years since the girls were born, like about a month ago, but it's never too late, you know, to give a little update. I don't even really know like where these last 2 years have gone. Honestly, it's just gone by so fast, like so fast that it's hard for me to wrap my head around, for sure. They are busy. I don't know another way to describe that. It's just like they're all over the freaking place right now. It's really like I'll have one that's like climbing up on the counter here while I'm trying to cook, and the other one's like on the table over there. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And there's Safia, and it's just like so many different energies because Safia, you know, her needs are so much more emotional with a 5-year-old, whereas with a 2-year-old, it's physical. Like they're physically just like getting into things all the time. So just like, yeah, trying to balance like all of it at the same time can be a lot. But I will say that we are sleeping through the night, like almost, I don't want to say guaranteed because that's like, you know, it can always change. They can get like little colds and stuff like that, or, you know, they'll have little, you know, sleep progressions, that kind of thing when they're growing and developing that can affect their sleep. But like last night I had a solid 8-hour sleep, and it was just so good. So like, even though it is super busy with them, at least I'm getting that sleep through the night. Whereas in the early days, the biggest problem was that I was having such broken up sleep during the night, and then it was a little bit more chill during the day because they would just be, you know, pretty sedentary. It's such a busy age. Like 2, like it's, yeah, they are, I don't even let myself like get into it too much. You know how people always say, oh, the terrible 2s and that sort of thing. I don't even go there. I'm just like, because I feel, you know, and I've talked about this a lot, but that when we kind of put this like these labels onto things, and it can become like, you know, what it is, instead of like, okay, yeah, there are some really hard moments, and then there's some like really easy moments, and there's some loving, amazing, incredible moments. And I will say that there is more of those than the hard moments, but when the hard moments happen, it's just like, oh my gosh, my brain is like, what is happening? I think like the biggest thing that I'm always pretty surprised by is like just the amount of like sibling disagreements and arguments and fights, and just like they have like the twins have a really strong understanding of like what's mine and what's yours, and like that's mine and blah, 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 and just like always like I used to think, oh, we'll just get like one of that thing or whatever, even if it's just like food or something like that. No, we actually have to have like 3 of each thing because each one of them wants their own thing, or else it like they just get super upset about it. They just want to take ownership of their things. So yeah, that's definitely been a thing. So yeah, lots of little like fights and arguments and disagreements between the 3 of them, also just between the 2 of them. Like they'll just like, it's so weird because like 1 second they'll be like hugging each other, laughing, smiling, and the next minute one of them's like hitting the other one or something. I'm just like, oh my god, what is happening? Like, why is this happening? And here I am, the only child that like never dealt with any fighting, no, like none of this kind of stuff. Like I never had to deal with this, so I'm always just like not understanding why this is the case. But I know that it's like a totally normal part of their development, because it's like every single person that I know that has siblings tells me about that they fought with their siblings. So I know that it's like all normal and natural, but I'm always just like, why? Like, why do you guys have to be fighting over stuff? So yeah, that's definitely challenging for sure for me. The only child has 3 children. What else? They're totally potty trained now. And by totally potty trained, I mean like during the day. And yeah, during the day mostly. For sleep, they're still in their diapers. I am not mentally prepared to start training them at night yet, because first of all, the twins are in cribs still, even though they've just started escaping from it. So I feel like that's probably short-lived. I'm just like not ready to wake up in the middle of the night and be training them. You know, I remember with Safia, like we would wake her up when she was like ready to go pee, and then like, or when we thought she was gonna go pee, and then we would train her to do that way. I don't know another way to do it. I need to look into it, but yeah, other than that, they're totally out of diapers, which is really nice. So we're just using 4 diapers a day now, which is manageable, you know, like it's not that bad. We're just doing like little disposable pull-ups, and it's pretty straightforward. It's not like, you know, I'm not tripping over that. I'm so happy that they're out of like diapers during daytime, like even for long periods of time when we go out for walks or when we go up to the park or whatever, like they will hold their pee. And if they can't hold their pee, they just walk up to a tree and they go pee pee and they start pulling their pants down, then I like hold them and then they can go pee outside. But yeah, they're totally trained, which is like, thank you us, honestly, for like doing elimination communication from the get-go and just knowing that that was going to pay off in the long run and that we would stop being so dependent on diapers like pretty fast. So that was, they were fully out of diapers during the day at like 22 months. So, and I think that if you have like a single child, like we would have even done the elimination communication even harder. Like, and I mean by harder, like we would have hit it harder. Like we would have like been like, okay, we have to like put them on for like every pee and all this kind of stuff. And we were really chill about it because with 2 of them, you know, it's a lot. You have to just think about all the logistics of everything all the time. And so, yeah, but I'm stoked that we did that. What else? They eat so much food. It is like feeding 2 teenage boys. I swear. I feel like it's maybe balanced out a little bit in the last week, but they will eat non-stop and anything and everything that I give them, which is great. Like I'm determined to not have these kids go through like any kind of picky phases, which Safia has definitely gone through. I'm just continuing to give them like every single food, and we're really focused on having our meal times at the table all together every night. And yeah, just, you know, these babies like love salads, you know, and with Safia, I feel like I never really like got into just like being like, oh yeah, she can eat a salad. Like, so now she's kind of like picky about it, which is like, she'll learn to like them eventually, but I wish that I kind of like knew sooner that like you could just give anything to kids, which I did know, but it was still just like some programming that I had to let go of around that. So yeah, they're just like, they will eat anything and everything and nonstop basically, which is, yeah, I'm like constantly like making food for them and thinking what they're going to eat. And oh, I thought that was a baby, but it's just a siren. And yeah, so that's, you know, it's funny, but hopefully, I mean, I guess it's a good thing because it just means that they are growing and happy, healthy babies. So yeah, they are talking a lot, communicating. They definitely know what they're saying and what we're saying now. Like if we're like, can you go please bring me like that book over there, this book that has this thing on it, like even descriptive stuff, they're just like right on it, right there with you, like understanding it. And so that's pretty cool because, you know, it makes things easier when you're able to communicate. And I feel like it also helps them in terms of like, if they do have like tantrums and that kind of thing, which I would say, like, I don't think they've really been having tantrums, definitely like big emotions. But that kind of, I mean, I guess that is what a tantrum is, but nothing that I feel like we can't handle. We do something called gentle parenting, which is something that we strive to do, but it's definitely not always easy. And I will actually do a video on gentle parenting and how we do it. It's super, super, super hard. And I think like the biggest thing about gentle parenting is just like honoring what it is that they're feeling and what what they are communicating to you, and honoring that. And then like, you know, either like being like, yes, I know you feel that way, and, you know, going, it doesn't mean that there's not a boundary being set though. I think that's like the biggest misconception with gentle parenting is it's like, oh, like you're just letting them walk all over you. No, it's quite the difference. It's what it is. It's just not overriding everything that they're saying. And that's giving them the opportunity to understand that they're being heard and that you are still setting a boundary potentially against what it is that they want to do or say or whatever that thing is. So yeah, it's easier to start doing gentle parenting with them, especially like if they are having really big feelings about something. I can remember a few weeks back when Rumi was having some really big feelings about, oh gosh, I can't even remember what it was now, but it was something really big. She was having really big feelings, and instead of like, I was definitely could feel my emotions like going to a place where I was like, what do I do? Like, how do I even handle this? Like, she just would not stop crying. And instead I just stayed really calm, and I just sat with her and held her, and I just let her go through whatever she was going through, and I let her get all of her emotions out. And I was so happy in the long run that I did handle it that way, because then the feeling just passed and she was totally chilling and like so fine. There was no like freaking out or leaving her alone on the floor and telling her she had to deal with her feelings. Like, they don't have the emotional capacity to be able to like be like understand where these feelings are even coming from. So I think just being there to support them is the most important thing. And yeah, I will do a whole video on gentle parenting, but yeah, so it is just like, it's a lot like, and that doesn't come from a place of so much love and gratitude for what we have. You know, I'm so grateful to have 3 kids, and it's the most beautiful, amazing thing. And when I think about like being an adult, like older, and they're grown up, and like how they're going to be teenagers one day, you know, they're going to have completely different needs and wants and feelings. And so I have to remind myself of that like this stage is such a season in our lives, and it's not something that's going to be forever where it's so full on. And so just to be present with it, and to really be mindful of how we're choosing to parent, because it can be really very challenging to be managing so many different like feelings and emotions all the time. And I feel like the most important thing is just for Matisse and I to continue to do the things that help us feel really, really good, and the things that we love to do, so that we can come to be the best parents ever. And so that when we're met with like really big feelings, that we are able to just like be there and be gentle and respect, you know, where they're at. I find that like if I'm not filling my own cup, then I will totally not be able to handle what's coming up, and then I end up like spiraling myself, and that's like the last thing they need you to be a strong anchor. So yeah, just like continuing to do the things that make me feel good. I have this like incredible tip and trick that I've been using recently, where I don't go on my phone for an hour after I've woken up every morning, and it's literally changed my life. I just get up a little bit earlier with Safia, and usually the babies wake up around 7:30, and Safi wakes up around 6:30. So her and I will come downstairs, and I do my breath work, and I don't go on my phone. So her and I have that hour together, which is also really important, because then she feels like she's being seen and her needs are being met for the day. And I sit down and I get my tea, and then I do my breathwork meditation. It's just like a 10-minute meditation, and seriously, it has just, oh my gosh, made my days so much better, because I'm able to just like tap into myself right away in the morning, and then that carries me out throughout the rest of the day to be able to handle whatever comes up. Because if I don't have that, like I can feel such a big difference for the rest of the day that I haven't taken care of myself. And I know that Safia feels it too, because she's with me in the morning. We make our juice together, we get breakfast ready, we try to get breakfast on the table so when the girls come down, it's already ready, it's ready to go. And yeah, it's been a game changer. I literally cannot recommend it enough. And yeah, so I am still breastfeeding them maybe once or twice a day, definitely at nighttime, and sometimes in the morning or around their nap time, they'll ask for it. You know, I'm just like, I have to do what feels right for me and my kids. Like, I'm not, you know, whatever people's misconceptions are around like breastfeeding and the length of time that it's supposed to last for, it's just, that's all not like real to me, because it's just like, you have to like listen to what is best for you and your kids. And yeah, we're just like on this journey, and sometimes I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna be done soon? And some days I do feel like I am done, but then like the next day I'm like, oh my God, no, I want to be there for them in this way so badly. And like, you know, this is like, you know, our last kids, and I just want to be there to like nourish them and support them. And I am so proud of us that we've been able to come this far, like 2 years on our journey together. And it's a really big deal to think about stopping, you know. It's like, I know that it's something that I could just do and it would probably make my life easier. But it's like, this has been my purpose. My purpose for the last 2 years has been breastfeeding every day. So to just stop that, it does feel like I'm not fully ready yet, because I just feel like a little bit emotional even just talking about it and thinking about it. I think that it could just be definitely cut down to 1 time a day, period. But you know, all in time, and most days it is. Like today I haven't fed them. I probably won't feed them till later. It's just about like keeping them busy. Like the second that I sit down on the couch, they see me sit down, they come up to me and they're like, I want poopy, and it's hard to say no. It really is. So I never offer it to them. It's always like something that they ask for. And yeah, that's just like where we're at. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm just like here for the journey. And yeah. Got the Berkey. I'm so happy. Okay, I am going to hang out and finish my salad here. I just love me a good salad. This arugula is from the farmer's market from this last weekend, and I'm just like loving every single bite. So good. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and like and share this video. And I'm sending so much love and light to you on your journey. Ciao for now.